Welcome to week 52 and day number 3 and training number 9 of this 1-year challenge, which is buying assets and pretty much buying businesses and real estate, private equity, and private money lending using our IRAs. This is a channel that I started because I think that a lot of people need to hear that you can be a business owner. When you look around the world, every industry is getting swallowed up by big corporations. You look at Amazon, right? Amazon has swallowed up all these mom and pops, all these small businesses that used to drive our economy. And it's really, really sad. So butcher shops, you name it, small manufacturers, small bookstores, they've all been swallowed up by Amazon. And then you have other hedge funds buying up all the real estate. You got hedge funds buying up all of the private equity, all the businesses. So if you have a dry cleaning business, say, then you have all these big corporations coming in and buying and making like mega chains out of these dry cleaning businesses. And that's happening in every industry. You have major roofing companies, you have major lawn care companies, you have major self-storage facilities, you have major Wall Street people building developments and building spec homes. You have all these big Wall Street people and these big hedge funds buying up all of the houses, all the mobile homes, all the storage facilities. This is a huge, huge problem. And they're selling you their stocks inside of your IRA. That it's a travesty, because they get to make all of the money and you get one stupid little stock. It makes me angry. It should make you angry too. So why are we allowing these people to do it? Now, with your retirement account, your self-directed, IRA, or your Roth IRA, or, any number of these self-directed IRAs, you can do the same thing. You can be that hedge fund. You can be that bank that is lending money for people to go and buy the small mom and pop shops. All of these billionaires, like say Carlos Slim, the Mexican guy, there's so many of them. I just mentioned Amazon. That's the biggest example of what happens to small mom and pop shops. In some of these mom and pop shops, you only need one of those deals to retire you forever. So just need one single tenant building, for example, one single tenant building where, you can have, you can rent it out to like a restaurant or something like that. Or you need one, and that was on a triple net lease, by the way, or you need, let's say, a mobile home park with, let's say, 150 homes. That one mobile home park, let's just say each one of them produces free cash flow for you at the rate of, let's say, $100 per mobile home, right? And if that is the case, guess what? Times 150 homes, what is that going to be? That's going to be so 150, so that is my math, so 150, so that is $150,000. So no, I'm sorry, my math is off. That is $15,000 per month. Like, that is like super low, super low estimate, right? So if you are doing $15,000, I mean, you can do even more than that, and that's just with one mobile home park, and that is just after all expenses and everything. And the beautiful thing about mobile home parks is that you don't have to worry about the rent, because mobile home parks, even in a saturated market, a rental market that's saturated, the mobile home park and the mobile homes are always going to rent below the ongoing rent, and that is because it's lower income housing, right? So what that means is, like, if people do rent control, you're never going to be affected because you're always below the rent anyway. So there's no rent control for us investors. So the gist of it is this: I am tired of all of these huge corporations taking over every single industry, like I explained, and all these hedge funds. And then the other thing that really gets me angry is you go on YouTube and you try to get into real estate, and everybody talks to you about wholesaling, right? Or becoming an agent, either or. But here's the problem with wholesaling that I hate in the industry itself. You know how many of these little wholesalers, beginner wholesalers, you know what they do? They try to find a hedge fund to sell their deals to. That's their cash buyer, right? So all these hedge funds are buying up all the little houses from the wholesalers. It makes me extremely angry. So what we do in our channel is we help people like you. If you've been working at a job for a long time and you have a retirement account, an IRA, and even if you have other type of retirement accounts, you can convert them through a custodian into a self-directed IRA or a Roth IRA. And then you take that retirement account and you start buying some of these companies. That's one strategy, right? And that's what we focus on. But you don't even need an IRA to do this. You can use seller financing. You can use other people's money. You can use all of these different things to help you achieve those goals. So stay tuned, because what we do is we talk about this, and we talk about it for hours and hours and hours. I don't think that there's another channel out there that puts as much content about this as we do, right? So what we're doing is we are doing a four-pronged strategy. Number one, private equity. We're investing into private companies, small mom and pops, that they can stay a small mom and pop shop, right? Or they can buy other companies in the same line. In other words, why do all of the world elites have to get all the deals? They wait for us to get sick and tired of our business to where we don't do it. We don't want to do it anymore. And then they come in and they buy our companies. They buy our real estate. They buy everything from us. They take it all. Like the old saying, or the new saying they've been recently starting to say, you will own nothing and be happy. They don't want us to own real estate. They don't want us to own our own businesses. They don't want us to own our own homes where we live, our own cars. It is just completely insane out there, where all the world elites, all of the people at the top, all the multi-billionaires, all these people are buying and buying up everything from us. There's no personal property in their future. There's no personal businesses in their future, right? So what we're trying to do, and hopefully you can get behind this idea too, and start your own YouTube channel and talk about these things. Go and buy businesses, go and buy real estate, use your self-directed IRA, use your private funds, borrow other people's money, and maybe you start your own hedge fund and start buying up some of these businesses. Why do the world elite, how come they're the only ones doing this? It's got to stop. It really has got to stop. And the way to stop it is all of us buying a bunch of companies and making as much money as you want to. I mean, I'm not in it to make money. I'm not. I don't, I don't even ever talk about how much money I make or anything like that. And I never will. You know why? Because to me, money is not important. It's not important to me. What's more important to me is that we the people, continue to own all the businesses. I don't want to become like Jeff, Amazon guy, and buy up all of these companies and be a trillionaire. I don't want that. I think that is sick. In my opinion, that is sick. It's a sick mindset. But I want people that follow my channel, for you guys to go out and make as much money as you want to, and buy as many companies, as much real estate, go and open up, be your own banker, right? Start lending money out, so that the banks out there are not the only source of capital for investors. You know how much money is out there willing to be put into some of these transactions. There's a ton of it. So there's no reason for us to allow these elites to do this. And the only people with the power to take their secret away is us. We got to disseminate the message, and we got to help one another. I'm trying to do my part on my own and kind of show you all of my phone calls. So today, we're going to go and you're going to hear me talking to the mom and pops. Those are the people that own these businesses. The mom and pops are the people that we're trying to buy these properties from. And I don't really care if they want to sell at retail price. That is great. It's an opportunity for somebody. And I'm more than happy to share these opportunities that we're going to find today. Every day we've been finding mobile home parks, storage facilities every single day, and single family homes and land, and opportunities for you to be the bank, become the bank, be a bank. You know what I mean? So you could do that and lend your money to people that want to buy a business or want to buy real estate, right? And then it becomes like this never ending loop, to where you're making money like the bank. How come the banks make all the money? How come the world elites are the only ones making all the money? It's got to stop. So we've been doing it by buying those asset classes and investing into those asset classes. But we do focus heavily on real estate, mobile home parks, and storage facilities, land, single family homes, mobile homes, things like that. So we're going to go into other types of businesses as well. We do own a marketing company that is spread out in 3 countries: the United States, the Philippines, and Mexico. So that's because we help small business owners as well, and self-directed IRA investors get more deals. So that's the reason we opened up and we acquired a couple of agencies to grow our marketing side. So that's what we have going on there. But what I do personally is I talk to mom and pops every single day that own mobile home parks or self-storage facilities. And I just want to develop a relationship, and I want to get the deal. I want to make sure that we're buying self-storage facilities and mobile home parks. So with that in mind, if you want to be a part of it, in the description below, there's going to be my contact information. Go ahead and contact me, shoot me a message, get a hold of me, because I have opportunities for you to start buying businesses, start buying real estate, okay? Or we can buy it together. You can buy it on your own, you can buy it with me, or you can just do the same thing that I'm doing. Whatever the case might be, get a hold of me, and let's grow together. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell after you like the channel. It comes up, because when that bell goes off, that means that we are finding companies and businesses to buy. We want to buy these businesses. We want to make sure that the mom and pops that own the greatest generation, right? That in the baby boomers, that great transfer of wealth. See, here's another thing that irritates me. Wall Street understands that we're going through a great transfer of wealth, and we have about 10 years left of this, right? We're going a great transition, and they understand that generation owns all of the wealth in America, right? And really throughout the world, the baby boomers. And they know that these guys build businesses. And so what Wall Street wants to do, and these big hedge funds globally, what they want to do, the world elites, they want to buy those businesses, and they want to make you and me employees. And that really drives me crazy. It just drives me so insane. So let's not let them do that. I want you to buy businesses, and I want people in your family to buy these businesses. Why should we let Wall Street buy them all? We can't do that. We can't let them do that. Let's buy them together. So I invite you to join us and start buying some of these businesses. We're getting businesses at good prices even. Most of them, hedge funds are buying businesses, and, like mobile home parks and self-storage, they're buying them for above retail. It's crazy the prices these guys are paying, because they know that these are great assets. So, we might have to pay a little bit more, but that asset is going to triple in the next 30 years, giving you a really amazing retirement. And, if you watch the movie, The Founder, about McDonald's with Ray Kroc, when he got turned down by the brothers, the McDonald brothers, he came back in that movie, and that's one of my favorite lines. They turned him down because he wanted to franchise the whole thing, and they said, no, we're not going to do it, and there was no convincing them. And he comes back and visits them because he just was not going to let it go. And he stands in front of the building, and they see him through the glass, and he says, do it for your country, do it for America. Okay, if you're not gonna franchise, that's fine, but do it for your country. And that's really what convinced them. And so that's the same thing I'm telling you. Do it for your country. Become a business owner. And beyond that, do it for your family. And you owe it to yourself. Become a business acquisitions. Buy a big business, or buy little businesses and then turn it into a big business for yourself. Don't do it with the intention of building a portfolio and then selling it to Wall Street, because that's what these guys expect. Don't do it that way. Buy it for yourself and build yourself a portfolio, a family of businesses, and a portfolio of real estate. Businesses, real estate. Businesses, real estate go together, right? So make a ton of money and then use that money to buy real estate, or then buy a lot of real estate, cash flow it, and then start buying businesses. Do it together, right? Businesses, real estate. Businesses, real estate. That's what we do in this channel. And we help families find deals, and we point families in the right direction, and we get you deals. That's what we do here. So go ahead and contact me below. I mean, I'll get off my soapbox now and start, talking to some of these baby boomers and see if we can get them to sell us their storage facilities and their mobile home parks. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go into my CRM where we have all these businesses, and I'm gonna sort them and see what I can find here. Let's see, somebody left a voicemail here. Okay, let's see what they said.
Hello? Yeah, hello, Mr. Miller. Yeah, Yeah, sorry about that. I missed you.
Okay, so that was Mr. Miller. Okay. So we missed a call and then I returned the phone call. Okay, so that should be okay. On the 26th, Abby. Okay, 3:58 p.m. Okay, this is a deal that we potentially might close on. Okay. What time did it come through? Let's see here. 11 p.m. Wow. Okay. On the 26th. So that was yesterday. Okay. So let's call him. 500. 9607. Okay, let's see.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, Abby. How are you?
Hi. All right, thank you.
Good, good. Okay, so we've been missing one another.
Okay, tell me what's in your mind.
Yeah, so we are, like I was telling you, we are pretty much ready to move forward and make a deal. And let's just come to an agreement. Like I said, we have cash. And
What's the figure?
Well, I'm saying we don't whatever figure we agree on, that's what you get. No brokers
Do me a
or
favor.
anything.
Do me a favor.
So,
Can we set the time? Can we set the time to talk?
I didn't understand what you said.
Can we set a time to talk because I'm in a meeting now?
Sure. Let's set a time. What time?
What time?
Anytime you're ready. Just maybe text me 15 minutes prior.
You're in California?
No, I'm in Florida.
Oh, you're in Florida. So your time is about 9 o'clock?
Yes. No, it's almost 10 a.m.
Yes, your time now is 10 a.m. Okay.
Where are you? Are you in California?
No, I'm in Missouri.
You're in Missouri.
Can you call me at 2 a.m., please? 2 p.m.?
2 p.m. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. 2 p.m. Your
you.
time or my time?
Your time.
My time, 2 p.m. You got it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so I thought it was going to give me a hard time. Like, just give me the number. Just give me the number. You know, that type of thing. But he didn't. Call Abby at 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so I'm going to have him on here 2 p.m. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put him on my main calendar here, my computer calendar. Okay. This thing, come on, puppy, let's go. Okay, here we go. Abby, 2 p.m. Okay. 2 p.m. Yep. Priority. Yes. And then I'm going to set a reminder. I want to do 5 minutes early. Okay. So now we've got somebody here on the hook. Okay. He seems very interested in moving forward. He wants me to call 2 p.m. Okay. And so right now is 7. So that's going to be 4 hours. So this is 11. So that's 11 Eastern. He's in Missouri though. Okay, great. So he is taken care of. Two p.m. Eastern confirmed. Okay. Close. Okay. Unknown caller. Who's this here? Okay, we don't know who's calling here. Okay. Now let's see this other seller here. You still have your mobile home park land for sale. I'm closing a park coming this Friday. Once it's done, I have some time to dedicate to your purchase if it's still available. Okay, let me see here. This is, oh, it's called in. Okay. We'll leave that alone. Okay. Park is not for sale. Okay. That was yesterday. Okay, so somebody texted because we prospected somebody. We said park is not for sale. That's what he said. Just want to make sure of that. Cool. Okay, we responded. Mild interest. Okay. Okay, no problem. Do you know any other owners thinking about selling. Check. I will check with you in the future. Things may change. Okay. And then on this one, I am going to follow up. I think I tried calling. Six-month. Okay. Close. Okay, James. Let's see this guy, James. Okay, let's see if he's willing to sell his park. Called and called. Skip trace. $70 lots. Just moved in 7 homes. Okay, 704. What time did he call? North Carolina, okay. $12.57, okay. Okay. Hello, James. How are you? This is Ben.
Good.
Good. Yeah, we had chatted previously about your mobile home park and wanted to reach back out and kind of see what your plans were, see if we might be able to buy it from you.
I don't know if you can or not. How much money you got? You got an endless count of cash?
Not endless. I'm just a military guy. I just got out of the military not too long ago and wanted to put my money to work somewhere.
What branch were you in?
I was in the Navy. Were you in?
Yeah, I had a little time in. What was your MOS there in the Navy? What'd you do?
I was an aircraft mechanic. I was fixing helicopters and P3s, patrol airplanes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
How long did you spend in the military?
Let's see. I came in 2009 and I did my active, and then I stayed in the reserves, and just recently, actually it was last year that got finally released from the reserves. So all that time I've been doing things.
You had enough. You're on the path. Why didn't you just go ahead and stay and get your little retirement out of the reserves?
I couldn't stay. You know why? The virus. You know, they started forcing us to take the vaccines and the boosters and all that kind of stuff, and you know, they were forcing a lot of us out. A lot of us, you know, took the hit. So I just said,
yeah, that's stupid. Yeah,
that's
totally understand.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I had just probably 5 years more, maybe 6.
Yeah.
Could have made it work, but it came to the point to where, I mean, you couldn't even, they would say things like, hey, well, you can get a waiver, so get your waiver. And then you can do it. But then when you go get your qualifications, it required the vaccine. And I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing? And it wasn't just the vaccine. It was like additional vaccines on top of the main vaccine. It was the boosters and other little vaccines that they created around it. So it's pretty severe in the military, so.
Yeah, no, it's kind of why you forcing your military to take something you don't know that devastate your military force, right? Sometimes you just don't really know. But so I don't know. Yeah. But I'll be honest with you, for me to sell my parks, I got to have a lot of money, and I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that to be greedy. Sure. It's just that Uncle Sam's going to take a chunk of that money, Yeah. And as you well know, if you got any mobile home parks, you know that they cash flow pretty well. And there's always going to be a tenant, right? Mm-hmm. And I've got 2 kids that, for the next 30 years, they can live off these parks pretty easily. And for me to sell them, I've been offered some decent money and I've turned it down. Gotcha. It just financially, unless somebody's got a checkbook and they're just trying to spend money, I mean, really, I'm going to want more than what I would even want to pay, right? But I know what my income is, and if I'm going to give up the income, then what's the point of selling?
Yeah, no, I totally get that. I understand. There's I do talk to a lot of owners, and most people feel the same way you do, because it is great income. That's why I want it, because it is great income.
Yeah, well, it's hard finding them now, and you're going to overpay if you find anything, especially anybody who's been doing it a while. Mm-hmm. And these private equity groups, they're getting into it. They're paying stupid money for them just because they got somebody else's money to play with. But, they just swap it into their portfolio and it's okay. Sure. But as a small, if you're just an operator and you're trying to buy, I mean, it's hard finding them to buy. A lot of states won't even let you go buy 10 acres of land and put 20 homes in there, Right. So I'd say mine probably, like I said, unless you got a lot of money, you want to overpay for them. Mine's really not for sale.
Sure. How many do you have? How many parks?
I got 4 parks, got about 130 homes, and I just moved in 6 more homes that I got for free. And I'm moving in and setting them in. And, there's another $6,000 a month and another $72,000 a year cash,
Okay. Yeah, that's a good amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you ever hear of somebody that might be considering selling their park, you let me know. Keep my number.
I tell you, man, I'm trying to buy some that are around me, and people just don't want to sell. I'm like, we don't want to sell for the same reason you don't want to sell. And there's a little 5 or 6 unit one down below one of mine, and the lady runs it, but she's an older lady, and of course she's got kids, and the kids are drug addicts. She keeps it for them, and it's just a drug addict park. And, it's just she's let it go down, and I really just want to buy it and just pull out all the homes and put another in. But she's going to want more than what it's worth. But to get it, I'd pay a little more to get it because I could clean it up. And 30 years down the road, it'd be a lot more worth more than what it is today.
Yeah.
But that's only because it's right down the street from another one of my parks about a mile down the road. So
Gotcha.
I'm not looking to buy in other states. I'm just looking to stay in my little area.
Mm-hmm.
If I can buy them, fine. If I can't, I'll let them ride. No big deal.
Yeah.
I've got what I want, what I need. My kids, like I said, I mean, my kids can live off of them if they so desire. So
yeah. What? Why do you think that states don't want to allow more mobile home parks to be built?
A lot, Mecklenburg County, Gaston County, a lot of these counties around here are trying to get away from low income housing. They want them in government funded houses, or they want to be able to control it, or it's more of the apartment complexes they're trying to push people into. And people don't want to be in an apartment complex.
Yeah.
And, they want to take the land, and, they could take my, 40 acres of land, wipe out those mobile homes, and put up, 10 times the number of mobile homes there for apartments.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they want to do that.
And, whether it's government housing or, something that they can control, and so they just don't want the mobile home parks there. But it's a big market for the county, that are in this area.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not going away, and they'll always be here unless people sell out to equity groups that'll come in, move the homes out. That happened up in Vesper City. They sold the lithium mine up there, and all those people got displaced. And my phone ran off the hook, and I had nowhere for them to move in the mine or move their homes. So they all lost their homes, and they just all got screwed.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yep. So, if I'd have had empty lots or homes, I could have filled up or expanded or whatever.
Sure.
And I had one guy, he bought this Latino guy bought a house that I evicted this guy out, his daughter, because she's a drug addict, and they owned the home, and she sold the house for $19,000, which I wasn't gonna give more than 10.
Wow.
And so it's a Latino guy, and he bought it, and then he went in and probably put about $7,000 or $8,000 in it. Turn around and sold it to another guy for $35,000.
Wow.
That guy called me yesterday, and he turned around and sold it back to a Latino family for $70,000.
No kidding.
I said, "Where did you find somebody to pay $70,000?" He said, "I got them." I said, "Oh yeah, I got them lined up. I do owner finance."
Oh,
said,
gotcha.
"Okay."
Wow.
I said, "Okay." And he was like, "Well, do you want to sell your park?" I said, "No." And I mean, I have 130 homes. I own the majority of them. I said, if I could sell all my homes for $70,000, I would end up with probably close to a shitload of money.
Yeah.
I could sell the houses. I could sell 10 homes for $700,000.
Yeah.
Right out the gate.
Out of the gate. Yeah, that's right.
And then take $400 a month on lot rent.
Yeah.
So for me, it just doesn't make any sense to sell them.
Sure. Yeah. No, I get it for sure. Well, let's stay in touch. You're an awesome guy. I'm pleased to meet you. And you served in the military. You said, right? You in the Army?
Yeah, I was in the Air Force. I was load master. I worked on the C-1. Well, I didn't work on them. That's what I did. We loaded and unloaded C-130s and stuff like that. Okay. That's how I got into logistics businesses. I got into this businesses, so I'm in transportation. I got another company that's where I make my living, is running my Guardian Logistics company. Mobile home parks is it's just a side gig.
It's a side gig. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a side gig. It's good, but unfortunately, I'm just, we'll look to sell the logistics company in about 2 or 3 years. I'll turn the parks over to my kids, and I'm gonna hopefully retire.
Well, that's
hopefully keep my health good enough to where I can enjoy it. Right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, that sounds awesome, James. I'm pleased to talk to you and get to know you a little bit. Let's stay in touch. You never know. We might be able to do business together. If I hear of anything around you, because I've been doing this for a little while now, and I'm pretty aggressive on the phones. I call from 8 a.m. to just a couple nights ago until like 11 p.m. Some people want to talk to me. I am finding parks, at good prices and things. I work with my partner. His name is Will. I think you've spoken to him before. Yeah, he lives in San Francisco. So he's out of California. Super awesome guy. But
why is he living out there? That's a shithole. God, buddy, why would you live out there?
Yeah,
it wouldn't hurt my feelings just to roll in the tanks and just level the damn place. Be all right with me. Take all them damn liberal dumbasses trying to destroy the United States, just wipe their ass out.
It is a different place. I used to live in LA back in this is before the military in 2002, I believe. And I definitely got my fill. I have never been back to California since. Yeah, I decided to. Yeah, I decided to stay in Florida.
Animal out there. Yep, live in Florida now.
Yep, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm in Daytona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's nice down there.
Yeah, you've been here.
Oh yeah. Daytona was always spring break.
Oh yeah. Nice place.
Spring break at Daytona.
You got it. Well, sounds good, James. Let's stay in touch.
All right, Ben. Well, you enjoy Florida down there.
You got it. Sounds good. And anything you need, just let me know, okay?
All right. You take care.
Thank you, sir. Likewise. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, you can kind of tell sometimes when somebody's not, and he's young enough that he's not a baby boomer, so not the right target. But we're not giving up with him, I will stay in touch, even though he said he does not want to sell and his kids are going to inherit his parks, period. He has 4 of them with a total of 130 mobile homes, period. He is thinking about selling his homes on seller financing and then keep the lot rent anyway because he owns most of the homes, period. Which I think that is a fantastic idea, to be honest. We had a really great conversation about the industry and kind of asked about what he was doing. He owns his own business in logistics and is trying to sell that instead, period. The mobile home park business is a side gig for him. Period. No new paragraph. He was in the Air Force doing logistics. Okay. He told me he's trying to buy a park down the street from one of his parks from a lady that allows crackheads and everything in her park and knows that he's got to overpay for it. Okay. So I will do a follow-up with him in 6 months, just to kind of check on him. Okay. Okay, so I think that was a really nice conversation. And it shows the example of, you know, how to build rapport and everything with people. So we're going to leave this, this call, and we're going to go into the next one. But because that was a great conversation with somebody that doesn't need nor wants to sell, but still we build relationship. The key to this business is to build relationships with all of the mom and pops that might be a possible sale in the future. This still might be a possible sale. And because we're taking the long approach. So we have about 10 years left in this industry, probably a little bit more, to be honest, to try and see, you know, what's going to happen and to buy as many parks as possible and self-storage facilities. So who knows, you might see me on YouTube for the next 10 years and we might do business. So we're in it for the long haul. We're not big believers in showing, you know, private jets, fast cars, and fast women. You're not going to see that on this channel. We don't promote it. We think it's stupid. We think it's dumb. People doing that are just extremely immature. You know, I don't like showing any of that stuff. Plus, I don't have it. I don't buy that with my money. Most of my money, I make money and I put it right back into assets. You know, like we do have some cash in the bank right now, but we're trying to use that cash to buy mobile home parks, and we have retirement funds available as well. And so we're trying to use those funds to buy some of this stuff. So we're also into private money lending because we are a bank. I am a bank, right? And so I am just like a bank, like down the street from you, Chase and whatnot. We're lending those funds out to other investors for them to get their deals done. So we do that and buy into private equity as well. So that's what we talk about in this channel. And we do all of that based on our retirement planning and our from our IRAs, 401ks, Roth IRAs. And you know, it's a process that is probably going to take the next 10 years or so to work with these mom and pop owners. So you know, stay tuned. We're going to go into our next video right now.